for C101.5 Mohawk College Radio, and I'm sitting on Sepultura's tour bus with Mr. Derrick Green.
What's up? How you doing?
Okay, man. Okay. Is there anything you want to talk about right off the bat? Like, give us an idea. Did you guys just get back from Europe?
Well, we had a break for about a month, and we were in Europe in December. We did a tour with Systems of a Down and Slayer, and so that ended up. Took a month off, and now we're back in the U.S. again with Biohazard, Spineshank, and 1 Minute of Silence.
Actually, I heard Spineshank actually wasn't able to make it across the border.
Yeah.
Is that true?
They have a problem making it across the border here. It's difficult to get into Canada a lot for bands, so if you have any type of anything, I don't know, traffic record or any type of history, something, a blemish, then it's impossible to get in.
Yeah. Did they give you guys a lot of hassle, like, coming across?
No, they didn't give us any problems. We just had everything pretty much in order, so just like really just we only had to get off the bus once, and it was just to show our faces, like, all right, this is the person that goes to the passport.
Very nice. Okay, caught you guys on Mike Bullard last night. What'd you think of that?
It was cool. It was fun. It was just kind of bizarre. I didn't know what to expect, but it was cool. Yeah.
Anybody hitting on Blondie?
No, she was in and out, you know. Yeah. Everybody was sort of like, oh, well, there she is, let's talk to her. But, you know, she's cool.
Right now. Yeah. So what's coming up after you guys are playing these shows?
Well, the tour will end like in March 20th in Georgia. Then we're going to go to Spain to do one show. It's like a festival show. And then we'll go to Brazil. And then we'll start touring our tour with Metallica there, in South America tour.
How do you think that Brazil show will be? You think there's going to be a lot of tension there, seeing as kind of you're the new kid on the block in a way?
No. We played a show already in Brazil, in Sao Paulo, by ourselves when I first got in the band almost. So that was sort of the icebreaker. And there was 20,000 people there. It was pretty insane. And it was a great turnout. I've been there. We played like MTV Music Awards there in Brazil, and the response there has been overwhelming. I mean, the support there is very, very strong, just for the fact that people are excited that Sepultura is still continuing on.
Yeah. Do you get is there a lot of tension over here at all, or has it all been pretty good?
In Canada, no. I mean, those shows that we played in Vancouver, it was amazing. You know, it was a really, really good show, and and in the U.S., I think, you know, it takes a little bit of time to get adjusted to a change like this big, so it's understandable. And I think a lot of people are open-minded, so they're taking it, you know, as it goes. You know, it's like, all right, this is the first album with the new guy. Let's see what the second one's going to sound like, and it's cool. You know, it's not too harsh at all. It's actually really good. It's better than everyone thought. So, yeah.
Have you guys started working on some material for a second album yet, or?
No, not at all. It's like right now we're just concentrating on this album and old stuff and just growing together. You know, really.
What old stuff are you guys gonna do tonight?
Stuff from like Beneath the Remains to like Roots, like back and forth. It'll be like a time machine.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now how do you condition your voice? So like you must be singing 2-3 nights a week maybe, or
probably 4 nights a week.
Yeah. How do you keep it in good shape so you can pull off the?
Basically, no drinking on show days. It's like totally straight. No smoking of any kind. Staying away from all the smoke and everything. Not a lot of talking. Vocal exercises before playing and after the show. And really staying away from acidic-y type of juice type stuff.
Yeah, Pepsi.
Yeah. So it takes a lot of getting used to. It's hard for people with discipline, because on the road you want to go out to the bars and hang out with everyone and giggle and have a good time and laugh your ass off. But I mean, you just have to be careful.
Yeah. I guess in a way it is like training. It's just like
it's definitely training. And the first tour was like, I didn't know what to expect. It was like doing 3 months in a row. It was just like, whoa, what's gonna happen? So it got to the point where it was like I couldn't talk anymore, but I could sing. But now I'm really, really careful. So it's just like tea whenever I can, and it's good.
Cool. I see. I saw on the show last night you started playing drums.
Percussion.
You guys doing a lot of percussive stuff tonight?
Yeah, it's like I like to switch off. Like I'll play a little guitar tonight, and then I'll play percussion, and then I'll sing with running around. So I like to switch it up, and really adds, I think, to the show, like diversity.
Yeah. It really does. I think it's one of the things that Sepultura is really famous for, and it's really good for builds. Like a lot of the stuff on the album where it just builds right into it.
Definitely.
Last time I heard there was a video for Choke. I guess it was to be filmed. I haven't seen that on any of our stations.
Well, the problem that we had with it was that we had the Shavante Indians who were on Roots. They were in the video because it's from a live show we did in Brazil, and that was a benefit show that we did, and that was the fourth show that I did. It was like 20,000 people, and the thing was we had to get them to sign off. We can use their image in the video, so that's what took so long, and so now it's way past due, but it's finally like it should be real.
How do you find? Is it really hard for like metal bands these days to survive without radio support?
It can be, as far as like being on a level where everyone can hear it. In Europe, it's a little bit easier, but in America, it's tough, just for the fact that radio. I mean, it plays a big part, but college radio is something that really helps a lot, and it always has. So I think a lot of people listen to college radio more so than normal radio. I mean, regular radio. So it's more interesting, and they have a variety of music that they're playing. So there's no problem with college radio. It's like that's something. There's always metal shows or rock shows, so it's cool.
Do you find, is MTV at all supportive of you guys, or?
Not in America, no. I mean, that's like, MTV in America is so horrible that it's like I don't even know if we'd want to be on it because it's so bad.
Yeah, Much Music's pretty shitty up here too.
And I mean, when I see Much Music, I'm like, wow, that's so much better.
Yeah, it's still not as good as it could be though.
Yeah, I mean, MTV Brazil, MTV Europe are totally supportive. They do live shows with us. They do on the road things like segments. Like in Brazil, they followed us for like 7 days on the road in America, and it's called On the Road. It's a show that they do. They go with bands and they just film them on the road and stuff. So everywhere else in the world, it's like people have a little bit more of an open mind, and to have like heavy music, see it as something that's a force to be reckoned with, and a lot of people like it. So,
are the audiences in Europe a lot more responsive than here?
Well, Canada, it's totally responsive. It's like crazy fanatical, which is great. In America, I think they get spoiled sometimes, and because there's so much coming through, or they get to see everything. So it's like, yeah, I've seen it. All right, great. Yeah. But I mean, it's hard to tell. There's always those super like Sepul freaks that are just there, which is great. But in Europe, I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, we'll do shows in America with like 200 kids, not 200, like 500 kids, like packed in a club, and it's great, and then we'll do a show with like 7,000 in Spain or in Italy. There's still that vibe, so it's hard to really say like which is better, but it's pretty fanatical in Europe and Brazil or anywhere else in the world.
Yeah. Okay, what's some of the craziest shit that you've seen on the road and in these clubs? Is it getting pretty brutal? I know that pits are a force to be reckoned with as well. I know I've had to fight my way to quite a few.
Well, there's one kid, like the first song that we played in Texas, we were playing a show in, I think in McAllen, Texas. A kid just came up to me at their show. He's like, Like I had my arm like pulled out like the first song, and I didn't get to see the set. It's like I wanted to see, and he had like a brace or a cast on already. I was like, oh my god. And a friend from Cleveland, living in San Francisco, she came to see the show, and she was in the pit and just got cracked in the head and was bleeding all over the place. And it's it's kind of insane. I mean, I guess there was this girl the other night that was on stage dancing. I didn't even see her. Like she was behind me, and everyone was like, "You didn't see that girl dancing with you on stage?" I was like, "No." It's like it's just like funny.
All right, well, any other quick notes? Anything you got want to say to the world? Or, I don't know.
Just looking forward to playing this show, and hopefully be back again soon, because it's a great fucking country.
All right. All right, well, cool. Thanks a lot for your time.